Today we're going to be putting in some heatless curls. So these are the ones I'm going to use. They're from Amazon. They look like this. They're like medium-sized little cylinders. I like them because they have Velcro instead of any kind of like a metal clasp, because I don't want anything to catch on my hair and pull it out. So the first thing you want to do is dampen your hair a little. If you air dry it, you can get it to that kind of perfect point where it's not wet anymore, but it's just a little bit damp. I blow dry my hair after the shower, so I just take my hands in the sink and get water on them like this, and then run it through my hair probably like 3 times to get it the amount of dampness I want. You can also get one of those mister bottles and just mist your hair a little bit, but it's important that your hair is a little bit wet, but not too wet. I think we've all been there where we tried to do heatless curls with way too wet of hair, and then you wake up in the morning and it's still wet, and then the curls don't hold, and that's also just not good for your hair. But if it's really dry, you're not gonna get as much life out of it, especially if you have heavy, kind of straighter hair like me. And then so I definitely also recommend using a curl holding product. So I use this Not Your Mother's Curl Talk cream. You can use any curl holding cream you want. You just want something in there to give it a little bit of hold and then help with smoothing it out a little bit and avoiding frizz. So you don't want to use much of this, just about that much on each side. So I've split my hair into 2 sections and then I just run this through. This stuff smells really good too. I always get complimented on how my hair smells when I do this. Same thing on the other side. Same amount. Just get it as even as you can all the way to the ends. And you might have to adjust the amount you use based on your hair thickness and length. And then so I use about 6 of these, I think. We'll see. If you do more of them, you'll get tighter curls and your hair will be curlier. And if you only do like 4, then you'll have looser waves. I like to do kind of in the middle of that because for how heavy my hair is, if I do really loose curls, they'll just fall out immediately. So I like it when it's kind of a little bit curlier than I want it when I first take it out. And then, 30 minutes later, it'll sort of fall into the curls that I want for the rest of the night. So just take one section, I go for about that big, and I just do like one twist back away from my face. It just helps give that kind of blowout-y look. And then I start toward the end and I just wrap the end around a few times. And then go up the rest of the hair and you kind of lock the end into the rest of the hair you're curling up. And then just Velcro together. Looks like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other front section. Try to get them as even as possible. If you do one way bigger than the other ones, it's gonna show. That curl will be like way looser. And then, I think for each side we're gonna do 2 more. So just like that. You can change the direction if you want. I just do all of mine this way. And be patient with yourself because anytime I get new curlers, it always takes me a couple tries to use them. So if it takes you a couple tries, just be nice to yourself. It gets easier, I promise. Okay, and that's it. So I sleep in these. I'm a side sleeper for reference. I think they're pretty comfortable. No heatless style is like completely comfortable, but I think this is a lot better than those rod things. I really don't like those. They sometimes make nice curls in the front, but I feel like they always split my hair into two parts, and I just don't like it. And this is a lot easier to sleep in. So good night, and I'll show you what they look like in the morning. So I slept in them all night. It wasn't so bad. They're pretty comfy. So the event that I'm going to isn't until tonight. So usually what I do is I'll take them down without brushing them out and then clip them up so they're not pulled down by the weight of my hair. And then I'll sort of comb them out a little bit later when I'm actually ready to leave. So right now I'll show you what they look like just to take out, and then later I'll show you what the final look is. So you want to try to turn the Velcro away as much as you can so it doesn't get caught when you take them out. Pretty good curl, because keep in mind my hair is like to my belly button, so that's a pretty good curl. So this is what they look like all out. I'm not gonna comb them out yet. I'm just gonna clip my hair up with a claw clip. And then I'll show you the final look later. Okay, I'm about to get dressed. Let's take them out and brush them out a little bit. When you let them set like that, they don't even really need to be brushed out that much. Just a quick little bit of separation. And that's our final result. These are really cute. I'm gonna try some other ones and make some other videos so we can compare the different types, but I think this is really cute. Subscribe if you liked this video and tell me what other kinds of hair tutorials or curl tutorials you want to see. Bye!